Welcome back to it, you guys. Nisabugele eyona nkqubo iphambili yolutsha apha eMzantsi. Now, as you guys all know, we're all about the arts on Hectic 99 this week. And round about now, we are about to talk about art therapy. And joining me to do so is art therapist Samantha Davis. Welcome to Hectic 99.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here. So, art therapy, what is it all about?
So let me start off by saying that it's often difficult for people to express themselves just with words. So art therapy is a process where people can use art materials like pastels, paint, crayons, clay to express themselves and to communicate in a safe and supported space.
Okay, so what does this actually all involve? What kind of tools do you use as a practitioner to carry out a session?
Well, it depends because I work with children and adults and individuals and groups, and it depends on what the person's needing and in the environment. But I'll either work directively or non-directively. So non-directively means that I'll have a room full of different art materials and the client can come in and use the space in any way that they want to, using whatever they want at their own pace. And directively means that I bring in different themes. For example, when I'm working with groups, it'll be themes that are relevant to a particular age or a particular type or group of people or a process that they maybe want to learn from.
Okay, so how does it actually work? How do you draw the necessary information that you need from what someone produces on their page?
Wow, now you're asking me for my big secret. So I think it's a range of different tools that I've learned over the years. My training was a psychodynamic process.
Okay.
And then over the years, I've learned numerology and archetypes and journey therapy and many different other practices. So I use quite an eclectic approach to try and understand but what the person who's done the image, so it's more about what they've done and help them to understand themselves better.
Okay, so I think to understand this more, we need to see it in practice, okay? So we're gonna try it out a little bit. You mentioned that a session is way longer before. How long do you usually take in one session?
For children, it's 45 minutes, and for adults, it's an hour for individual work.
Okay, so we're gonna do a bit of a demo right now.
Okay, great.
Okay, sweet. So how do we get started?
Okay, so I'm gonna just take a piece of paper, and this is really a very rough idea, but let's start off with this. I'm gonna draw something, and I'm gonna ask you what it is.
A circle.
Okay, great. So initially, we tap straight into our left brain, which is the structured, organized, practical, literal part.
Okay.
And you identified that as a circle. But now, let's take it a step further. Let's go into our right brain, and using your imagination, what else could this be?
I think face.
Okay, great. So you're welcome to help yourself to any art materials that are here and turn it into something else.
I like these over here, these pastel crayons, and I'll draw some fleeky eyebrows. Okay, cool.
What does fleeky mean?
It means that they are on point and they are just beautiful. Okay, cool. And we'll do a nose and a big smile. Yes. And then some eyes. There we go. Sweet.
Okay, great. So what I do now is I'd work with what you've drawn and ask you a couple of questions. So I asked you already what fleeky is, and that already gives me an idea of what's important to you. And what about the pastel and the pink color that you chose?
Well, I like these crayons because I remember using them when I was like in grade 2, and they just remind me of art class in primary school.
Okay, so as you said that, you started giggling and laughing. So there's a sense of playfulness around that.
Okay,
and one of the aims of art therapy is to get a person into a state of being able to play again. And as adults, we're taught to be very productive and product orientated, and it's very important to be able to play again. So if you could add something else to that, what would you add?
Maybe some hair. Let's do some red hair, maybe. Cool. Yes. That looks good, right?
And again, that chuckle, that laugh. So there's that sense of playfulness. And so tell me about the hair. What does it say about a person?
I mean, it's fun and vibrant.
Your hair is beautiful, and it's fun and vibrant and long. And what else? If you were to add something else?
Maybe a little body. I used to draw like these little stick figures when I was younger. Like all the pictures that my mom used to have, okay, that's a hand, if no one can tell, those are the feet. But yeah, but all the pictures that I remember my mom used to put up on the fridge had like the huge faces and the tiny stick bodies.
And that's totally age appropriate because children start off drawing tadpole figures, which is a huge body and a huge head and a tiny body. So it's already taking you back to grade 2, so where that was that sense of carefreeness and playfulness.
Yes. Okay, cool. So what else can we add to it? Should I add more?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do some grass. And we'll do a little sun. Okay, cool. And maybe some birds. Cool. So what does that say?
So what I do now is I would work with you a little bit on the stylized version of the sun and the birds with the symbol of the birds, and we know what it represents for you, and even the grass, the stylized way that you've done it, and see where else in your life do you use stylized representations of things, and how does that work out for you? So we explore it on a deep level and find deeper meaning in things.
Nice. Thank you so much, Samantha. I'm sure that our viewers have taken a lot from everything that you've said.
Hectic.